The Chronicles of Narnia. The Chronicles of Narnia. The sequels about Prince Caspian. That's why it's called The Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian. So the main character is Prince Caspian. He's a bit of a douche. An unlikable douche. And everyone that was the main characters that from the first one become side characters and more supporting characters in this one. So we basically have to watch, so supposed to like and sympathize with Prince Caspian being a douche to the original characters for the first two acts until the third act comes when the final battle comes and everyone happens and takes action. The final battles and everything happens in the final battle of the film. That's what the movie basically is in a nutshell, and I can see why people weren't really sucked into looking at this one as they were with the first one. Because, well, you don't really like Prince Caspian. I feel like I don't know why, but I felt like I didn't like Prince Caspian. I found him really annoying asshole. In a whiny one. And he comes a bit off as a punk, or like he thinks like the world should just revolve about him. Face the prince and royalty and blah blah blah, but he doesn't do anything useful to prove that he's all hot shit. In fact, usually most times the side characters that used to be the main characters in the first one end up having to bail him out of trouble and save his sorry ass. And he's an ungrateful dickhead to them all the time. So is the lying. That was the friends, so-called friends, and the first one was the kids from the first one. Is now because he doesn't want them to stay in Narnia because they're not allowed to stay in Narnia because their time is Narnia is over. Blah blah blah. Doesn't really give them a good reason why they can't stay in Narnia. But just because the lion's a dick too. Everyone who stayed in Narnia or who was raised stays in Narnia is absolutely unsympathetic dickhead. And up their own asses. The only one I likable is the kids that get kind of side characters in this one. That were the main focus in the first one. I will say the final battle is it's nice the final battle have more of a feel more grounded, but also feels less. It feels like there's more missing to it, and it feels more poorly structured than the final battle in the first one. In terms of climax, it's like, the whole movie feels very poorly edited. Like it feels like there's like more chunks, scenes like how the first one has certain scenes that feel like it wasn't as consistently poorly edited as the sequel one was. Like, this feels like a well-put together TV movie. It feels like more like a movie that you find in the theaters. This feels like a so-and-so well-put together TV movie. If it was a TV movie, I would be impressed. But it's not a TV movie. It came on the movie theater, so I'm not impressed. I expect at least, you could edit better than what you came for. I mean, what you gave us for the final product, It's like, I'm not really sure what the point of making this movie is. There's no really character arc like Prince Caspian goes through. Or, there's character arc for the characters that are the side characters. But for the probably were going to be the main characters. But then they got edited out of the final picture that were the main characters in the first one. So, this movie's a fucking mess is what I'm trying to say. It's all over the place. It's not even a fun, enjoyable mess like it could be. Like certain really over-the-top big budget movies like the Jack Reacher or Mission Impossible movies with Tom Cruise. It's not even a fun kind of mess. It's just it's very dull mess like the last Yeah, but the mess. It's that kind of mess. It's like a really dull mess most of the time. Because, and sometimes it can be fun, and other times, majority of the time, it's going to just be really dull mess. It's like this you didn't. It's like feels like you didn't even try. And that's just a 0 out of 10. This movie, Prince Caspian. I'm going to probably call the final one, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, I believe it's called. Chronicles of the Night, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Guess a 0 out of 10. All of the... Look, I will say Prince Caspian does make his return. He's more likable in that one. They usually try to make him likable in that one, and along with some new character in the movie. It's like, but nobody gets really fleshed out in the voice of John Treader. And most I say maybe is Prince Caspian, but he's not in that much. He's probably in less this movie this time than he was in the last movie I was in. So yeah, that's why this gets a 0 out of 10, these sequels to Narnia. Oh. Yeah, both movies gets a 0 out of 10. Bye.